to the Good Genes podcast.
Hey.
I am Haley, and I'm going to introduce myself to you all the same way I introduced myself to my therapist for the first time. She asked me, "Tell me a little bit about yourself." I said, "Well, my name's Haley. I'm a Capricorn, and I'm that bitch." So that is how I can explain who I am briefly.
Love it. So I am Haley's co-host and blood cousin, first cousins to be exact. I am Necia, and I like to say I'm that girl in real life. Like for real, I know a lot of y'all think that y'all really be that girl, but I'm really that girl. And I feel like the more you watch this podcast, you will understand why. I have a good heart. My character is A1, and I really live what I talk about. So yeah, I just think it makes me that girl.
Yeah, them girls off the internet.
Yes, all on and off the internet, and mainly we like to live our life off the
Off the
internet.
internet. This is our life on the internet now. So this is what
Yes,
y'all going to see of us on the internet.
yes,
But please know, in real life, off the internet, been lit.
it's like
Okay?
that. It's like that. We Florida girls for sure,
Yes.
for sure.
And to emphasize what Nisha said, blood cousins grew up cleaning baseboards together at Granny House. Grew up getting beat with switches at Granny House together. Okay?
Together.
Together. And now we're in Miami together.
Yes, Haley, how do you feel about we living in Miami right now? How you feeling? How you liking it?
I'm honestly liking it better than I expected.
Okay.
I love to have you here. It just feels like I could conquer anything. Like, oh, my cousin here. It's
Period.
nothing.
You heard her.
Yeah, but I was always hesitant about moving to Miami because I
Mhm.
am not a city girl.
Yeah.
I am not hustle bustle, traffic
Yes.
kind of girl.
Yes.
But I've been enjoying it a lot more than I expected, and I think,
Yeah.
of course, God knew that I needed it. So
Right.
here I am. Here we are.
Here we are.
And how do you like it? Because you came here for a very particular reason.
AKA my boo. I almost said another word, but um, yeah. So I've been here now for 3 years. Yeah, I think it's been about 3 years or two. I don't know. I just really lost count. I feel like it's been
Time.
3 years. Yeah, I feel like it's been 3 years. But honestly, Miami has been good to me. I know a lot of people they don't like the city, like how
Hmm.
you were saying. You don't really care for the hustle and bustle and all of that. But my whole purpose of moving here was I met an amazing man. Shout out to my baby.
My cousin.
Yes, yes. You can't tell him nothing about Haley, okay? It's crazy, but but so yeah, I came here for love, honestly. But I think if I came here and I was just trying to figure life out,
Hmm.
my experience would be different. But honestly, we do a lot of things together. So I don't really be mingling a lot, outside. And the people who I have met here, it's been a pleasure meeting them. I met some dope women um, and some dope guys. So I just kind of feel like it depends on where you run with. But Miami is a city that will eat you up and spit
Spit
you
you out.
out.
Thank you.
Okay. And you will be in the red if you're not budgeting.
Oh, yeah. Don't come here if your money ain't right, okay?
Don't come out. I swear we be out 2 to 3 times a week. Hey,
Yeah. Oh, me and Nisha outside.
outside,
Outside sees us.
outside. Speaking of outside, I really think we should recap our convo from Taco Tuesday
Yes.
earlier this week. We had a dope conversation that I feel like we should share.
Yes. And I want to say how we ended up at Taco Tuesday. I work in an area that is very congested, a lot of traffic,
Mm.
long way to get home.
Hmm.
And Nisha, sometimes I'll call her because she's halfway. I'll be like, girl, I'm coming over. I can't sit in this traffic. I'd rather just come over and wait it out. So we actually went to go get tacos instead this week. We found a cute little spot as we was driving, pulled up, and ended up being perfect. Food was good, drinks was
Hmm.
good, combo was good. And one thing we talked about was, would you prefer a bond or would you prefer chemistry? That's the conversation you're talking about, right?
Right, right. So this question actually was literally on my way to go meet Haley for tacos for Taco Tuesday, and my homegirl Shannon. Shout out to you, boo. You know I love you. But Shannon texts me. We always have deep convos, so we'll
Mm-hmm.
just text each other random questions like this, just to understand each other on a deeper level.
Yes.
So she texted me on my way to you and was like, "Would you rather have a bond or a chemistry?" So when I met up with you, I asked you the question.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you go first. So what you tell the people what you rather have.
Okay, I said that I would rather have chemistry because to me, and I use an example, I got a little yeah yeah. Everybody got a little yeah
A
yeah,
little yeah yeah.
and we have a bond. We are bonded. We have experience together. Like it's familiar,
Mhm.
and sometimes bonds are what keep you in toxic situations. Like when
True.
you have a bond with your family, your immediate family, all your family, but you can have toxic relationships with them. But the bond
Don't
is
I
what
know?
keeps you together.
Don't I know?
But I feel like chemistry is something deeper.
Mhm.
Chemistry is like I can understand you without speaking. Like I
Correct.
can know when, and even chemistry can be like I understand when this. We both understand when this is over,
Mhm.
or I understand when you're going through something. You need me to show up for you,
Mhm.
or you know my favorite snack and you notice that it ran out of the house, so you bring it to me. Like
Right.
to me, that's what I would describe as chemistry
Right.
because it's how we balance and connect. So for me, para me, I would prefer to have chemistry than a bond.
Okay. So I'll share what my response was, but I will just put a disclaimer. I feel like me and Haley are saying the same things. We just kind of recognize the definition of bond and chemistry slightly differently because
Hmm.
I almost look at it the complete opposite, even though it's the same. So I think chemistry, you can have chemistry with anyone at the workplace. You can have chemistry with your homegirl, your significant other.
Hmm.
And for me, like the definition of chemistry is like, can we just get along? We share the same values, we share the same interests. Pretty much like we have the same perspective on life, so it makes for a good time, right? So to me, that's chemistry. But for a bond, I feel like that's built off of experiences. So our relationship, in order for us to grow a bond, I feel like it needs to be tried and true. Like me and Haley have a bond.
Hmm.
We've been through a lot of life's experiences together. And of course we have chemistry, but the way I see it is I could sit in a room with anybody and like
Hmm.
them. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But when it comes to me having, I love a lot of people, but I don't have a bond with a lot of people. So for me, a bond is built off of experiences, off of trust, off of loyalty. Like the relationship has been tested and we're still locked in together. But I do understand what you're saying. It
Hmm.
can keep you in a toxic relationship and do the reverse opposite. So I understand that, but I kind of think we're just looking at it the same. But
Hmm.
I personally rather have a bond because I just look at chemistry as like, oh, you like tacos? I like
Taco.
tacos. Oh, you
Yeah.
like Frank Ocean? I like Frank Ocean. Oh, you
Hmm.
like Rod Wave? I like Rod Wave. You go to church? I go to church. I feel
Hmm.
like that's chemistry.
Right.
But a bond is like, I cried on your shoulders when my mama died.
Yes.
You were there during breakups. We were there,
Hmm.
job loss. All that. I feel like that is what built a bond.
Yeah. And when you explain it like that, that's what makes me think about like me and my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
So me and my best friend, I ain't gonna say we hated each other. We were not each other's cup of tea.
Correct.
Mind you, we met in high school, and I have been as loud and unapologetic since I was literally born. I have reeled it
She
in.
not lying. She not lying.
So she's just a little more reserved than I am, and
Mm-hmm.
we like our we didn't have the chemistry, you know.
Correct.
We wasn't like that, and then one day we literally cried in a car together, and we have been best friends since then. And I will put everybody. I will go to war about my best friend. I put all y'all 6 feet under about mine.
Yeah.
I love her. We bonded. You know, like
Yeah.
we have been through so much life together, and since that moment in that car when we cried because of what we were a similar experience we were having in life at the time,
Mm-hmm.
like we have been bonded since then.
Right.
Like,
That's how I mean. Like I feel like I have a similar story about how me and my best friend met as well. So shout out to you, Tashika. Um, we worked at the same job and we really wasn't each other cup of tea. She thought I was too nice, a pushover. She just could not stand it because we worked at a job where at the
hold
time,
on, hold on, hold on.
Yes.
I don't think I think your husband jaw would drop at hearing Nisha in the same sentence with push over and too
This
nice.
was okay. I'm
this
in.
was this
This
was
was
back
many
then.
years ago.
Uh-huh.
Many years ago, and this was in another lifetime of Nisha too, by the way, because you not getting over here trying that now. But she could not stand that, and she saw a lot of people around trying to take
Advantage
advantage.
of it.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So she really did. She just like kind of brushed me off a little bit. But then a situation happened. We end up talking, and it was like we were locked in for life. And then even after we quit that job, life tested our bond so much.
Mhm.
So and it goes back to the chemistry thing. She had a whole bunch of homegirls, right? They had great chemistry. They would go to the club together, all of that, right? But me, I was kind of like a laid back friend, chill. I come to your house, I come and watch a
Mhm.
movie with you and the kids. We can cook something, talk shit. Like that's
Yes.
how we was, right? But her friend, she had a situation to happen, and all of those chemistry friends faded away because why? The chemistry was dead.
Yep.
Meanwhile, we had a bond, so
Mhm.
it was like I'm not going
I'm here.
nowhere. Yeah, and so we had the same thing. So it's like how you and your best friend, we really wasn't each
Each
other
other
cup of tea.
wasn't.
But I do say, like we was discussing over dinner, you need both.
Yes.
Don't get it messed up. You cannot be in a healthy relationship. This could be romantic,
Yeah.
platonic.
Mhm.
You need
Friendship,
you
family.
need chemistry and you need a bond, a strong bond. Like you can't be out here missing one. Like it goes together. So you still need both.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
You do, and most of that. I think most of that bond comes from like life give you instances to show up.
Mhm.
And that has always been a big important thing to me is like
Mhm.
showing up for people,
Yes.
cause like that's all that you can do. I love to give gifts.
Mhm.
I am a big gift giver. I pride myself in like being the best gift giver.
Yes. Haley is very thoughtful, y'all. She is so thoughtful.
Thank you. But what's more important to me is showing up,
Mhm.
because yes, the gifts like touch you in that way, but like I have a friend who's going through a lot right now, and I literally flew home for like 30 hours.
Yeah,
But I
facts.
flew home just to sit down with her, put eyes on her, and say, let's chat. What do you need? Do you
Mhm.
want to go out? Do you want to sit in the house? Like, what do you need from me? But I know that I need to put my eyes on you. I need to see you. I need to read you. I need to hug you. Like, you have to know that I love you. And that's what I mean by like, you just got to find ways to show up.
Right.
And that's what's important in creating that bond or enhancing your chemistry, whatever you want to consider it. But like, those things are important
Right.
no matter who they are to you.
Right. I would love to hear the audience opinion on it. So y'all drop down in the comments and let us know, would you rather have a bond or a chemistry? Granted you need both, but what would you rather have the most of?
Hmm.
Let us
And
know.
that's in any relationship.
Yeah, and any. Let us know.
That's with these men, with these women, with your
Mhm.
homegirl, with your mama, your daddy,
Mhm.
because all relationships need both.
Because like that with even with family, like even with
Yes.
cousins and stuff, and like
Your
relatives,
mothers, fathers, brother, sister,
yeah,
cousin,
like
auntie,
sometimes
uncle.
you could be not you could be lacking one, and it's felt. It's
Yes.
felt. So you
And
need both.
I think it's hard to, like, as family, we all have a bond.
Hmm.
You and I are bonded because our grandmother made our daddies.
Right. Right.
Like, we are bonded, but we have chemistry together outside of
Hmm.
that. And I think not just in our instance, I think in families in general, it is hard when certain people they consider it like cliques, or like
Hmm.
you like somebody more than the other, but it's like we just have a different chemistry.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's okay to have different levels of chemistry, or even in different like phases of your life.
Hmm.
Like maybe in the point in your life when you were younger, you had a closer bond or chemistry with
With
another
one
family
particular
member.
sibling. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
Like they have, phases. Like I look at, I'm the only girl. Also, something about
She
me.
got a whole bunch of brothers, y'all.
So don't ever think that you could play with me, cause I grew up fighting niggas and I fight you too.
Yeah, she put her. Listen, me and Haley just had a funny conversation about this because she literally just stopped putting her hands on people's sons.
The Lord is working on me, and His work is being done. At least we know His work is being done.
I keep telling her, you cannot put your hands on people's kids, especially these sons. Haley forget she a woman. She be pop, 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 pop.
I put my hands on their mama too. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
I
But I
know.
don't.
I know you will.
But I just feel like it just be a that's my real genuine reaction to
Right.
like when my feelings boil up inside.
Right.
But I will say that what helped me a lot with that recently is like when I felt them big feelings come up where it's like, oh, I'm about to turn into the Hulk.
Yeah.
I went to therapy because I was like, girl, I didn't do it, but I still feel it.
Right.
Like just because you don't exude the action doesn't mean that that feeling goes away. I still want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh,
I think
for
that
sure.
that translates to anything. If you have addictive behavior, it doesn't stop the fact just because you don't do it, it's not going to stop that you want
Yeah.
to do it.
You have to take. It takes work to actually have the discipline to stop. Is you get what I'm saying? Because you still have free will to smoke, drink, fight. All we still have free will to do all of this stuff, but it
All of
really
it.
takes like self discipline and then like a shift in the mind, a mindset shift for
Mm-hmm.
you not to do it. That take a lot of discipline for you to know you could do something and then don't. That
Yeah,
take a lot of discipline.
it do. And so I just was like, girl, I need to come sit on your couch
Yes.
because this feeling, the dog is in me, okay? And the dog barking, okay?
Right. Right.
I am ready. But that was like the best investment that I ever made
Same.
was to do that when I realized that. And I was like, okay. And thankfully, I did it like, a lot was
Mhm.
already going on,
Right.
but it got real bad months after that.
Right.
So it's like, I'm so glad that I had the foresight to start then, or, God opened my heart and led me to my therapist at that time to
Right.
be like, okay, start now. Because I absolutely would not have the tools to have dealt with what I did,
Mm-hmm.
which was so I started therapy in September of 2024, and
Share with us how therapy been for you. Like, what has that really done for you? Because a lot of people go to therapy, and some people say they don't see a difference.
Mhm.
It did nothing for them. Has it done something for you? And what?
it has done things that like are, I think the word is insurmountable, meaning
Yes.
that they cannot be
Describe.
quantified.
Yes. Right.
So I started therapy in September 2024.
Hold on. I just want to shout out and say I'm proud of you.
Thank
I know I
you.
tell you this all the time, but I feel like I want to say it publicly as well.
Mhm.
I am very, very proud of anyone who accepts therapy,
Mhm.
realize they need therapy, and then go get the help. And then I knew the question. I knew part of the answer when I asked the question, but since we sharing with the people now, I get
Right.
people in our business. I just it shows that you're in therapy and you're actually doing the work, Haley.
Thank
It really
you so
does.
much.
It shows.
I am trying.
Yes.
I am a stubborn person, but like my therapist, like the only person I listen to.
Yes, you're doing. And by the way, me and Haley put me onto her therapist.
I did, and I will gladly share her with anyone who does not want to take the time that I have with her. So if you're looking to schedule on my day, won't refer you. We'll
Yeah.
refer you if you'll pick another day.
Yeah, yeah, cause she be booked already. I be trying to switch, and yeah.
But I
Our
love that for her.
our therapist.
We see the same therapist.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day she'll sit on this couch with us.
Yes.
But I will also go to war with the whole world about her.
Yeah.
You cannot play with me about my therapist. Love her
Mhm.
down.
Yes. She's so unbiased, but so straightforward, and so, but she says it in such a way to where it's like it's straightforward, but
Hmm.
it's gentle.
Yeah, she definitely
my
holds your hand.
She's the definition of I'm gonna
I'll
hold your hand when I say this. She be like, Nisha, oh my gosh. But she be so serious, but she be
She
really
do.
getting me together. And I like that because I don't like a yes man.
Never
I don't
did.
like that. I don't feel like I can grow around people like who just tell me yes or never
Mhm.
speak up on my shortcomings or things that they see me doing wrong.
Yes.
I can't grow like that. So I love she keeps me accountable.
And for me, because I recognize myself, I don't like a yes man, but I do not like an authoritarian. I do not like
Yeah.
a dictator. Don't think you about to come in here and whatever you say go and you about to boss me around. Not happening. Not that kind of girl.
Okay, you
Hold
not.
my hand while you say it.
You not.
You know?
You're not. I'm the kind of I'm kind of the opposite. I don't really mind an authoritative. I guess only from my husband though, cause he kind of he say things with his chest and he be like
Mhm.
very expressive when he say it. So he be meaning well. And since I know it's hard, I don't take it personal. But outside looking in, it could look very like
Who that nigga talking to?
Yes, who are you talking to? So I personally don't mind it, I think.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah, that's what I love about our therapist.
yes.
But I would say it has changed my life. So, started September 2024. In March 2025, I lost 4 family members over 11 days. So,
Break walk them through that. If you
oh, I don't mind.
okay.
So, one, I want to start by saying that starting therapy that early gave me every tool
A
that I
jump
needed
start.
to even like sit here on this couch today,
Yeah.
have a solid mind, like have the tools to have made it over that hurdle.
Mhm.
So, this is kind of a shared story between Nisha and I. So,
Yes.
in March, I'm just gonna go and there's a lot to tell in this story that I'm sure we'll get to over the length of these podcasts. But in chronological order, this is how it happened. On March 12th, which was a Wednesday, I lost my aunt, who is Nisha's mom. We lost her unexpectedly. On that same day, no, the night before that, a very, very close friend of mine, who I consider a brother, had a water incident. So he was in critical condition.
The night of March 11th.
Yes.
Yes.
And then that Sunday, I don't remember the date after that, but that Sunday, I had to put my dog down, whom I love. If you know
Like
me,
a child, she loved.
yes,
That was like not
that's
a
my
dog. That's
baby.
kind of disrespectful to call him a dog. I
Yeah,
feel like. I feel like we should call him your son.
yes, my baby.
Yes,
Okay,
your baby.
and he's a big baby,
Hmm.
but unfortunately, I did have to put him down. Um, and then so that was the Sunday that followed that. The Tuesday after that, I lost my sister cousin Anjali, who is Nisha's sister. She lost the battle to breast cancer. And then the Sunday that followed that, I lost my friend Marquise. So over those 11 days, those are the 4 people that I lost in my life. They all are extremely close to me. My birthday's in January, and almost all of them attended my birthday party that year. So that was like the last moment we were all together that we have pictures from. And I'm grateful that like through the party they showed up and we had those moments. But like I remember calling my or having sessions with my therapist, and I'm like, I think all this happened in between sessions. Like I was already expressing my feelings about Lee and like
Hmm.
everything that was happening around that. And then the next time I talked to her, I was like, hey, by the way, here's 3 more people.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy. But I knew that I needed to see her more often than I did once
Yeah.
that started happening. So it also gave me the tools to understand like, hey, you're going through a lot and you need more of this. This
Yes.
you need
Yes.
to amp this up because you're going to lose your mind. Oh, by the way, maybe the following week after Marquise passed, I got laid off of my job.
Yes. Can't leave that out. Cause that's like I just feel like a
The
loss is a
losses,
loss.
yeah, the losses just
Kept
piled on top of
flowing.
each other.
Hmm.
And honestly, like I told most people in that time, like I really capped out on what I could feel after a while.
Yes.
I would say honestly after I put my dog down, like I couldn't feel anymore. Like the things
Hmm.
kept happening and I understood that they were happening, but I couldn't feel any deeper. Like I was cut up. So what I realized is later on, once I kind of healed from some things, more trauma came up.
Hmm.
You know, later I just couldn't deal with all of that at once, and I don't think anybody can.
Yeah. I agree. It was like that for me as well. It was so much because as Haley stated, my mom, it was unexpected. Her passing through us like,
Everybody.
girl, like how you just gonna check out of here and so to kind of add further context as to like so Haley was going through that. Remind you, Haley and I are super close, so we keeping each other updated
Hmm.
during the process and
Yes.
all of that. I do remember her telling me about her friend had a water incident and he was on life support.
Hmm. The
And I,
same, because that same day I picked up Lee's dad, and I was coming to the hospital to
yes,
visit Lee.
and that's a whole that will be a podcast within itself. So a
Yeah.
couple things too that I just feel like I want to highlight. if you're going through grief, if you're going through like real life issues, you really want to learn more about how to build a legacy and all of that. I feel like this is the space and the this is like where you really want to tune in because we're really going to be very
We
transparent.
bring grief to the table at the
Yes,
Good Genes
as our
podcast.
yes, as our therapists say, bring invite grief to the table.
Mm-hmm.
So so it was so much because my sister, I have my mom has 6 kids, and out of all of my siblings, me and this particular sister, her name is Lee. We it's Anjali, but we call her Lee. So we speak, we would speak. Should I say we would speak? Sometimes I go in and out of like talking to
Present,
her in the
past.
past. Yes,
Yeah.
we would speak like 8 times a day. I'm not even joking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even joking. So we were so close. Like I've been there in the delivery room with her kids. Like it's just we were so close. So for 2 years she was battling breast cancer. She got diagnosed at 37. She passed at 39. So we in our 30s trying to figure out like it was just a lot. Um, and then our mom had health issues right before my sister got diagnosed with breast cancer in the very beginning. But my mom started to get better. My
Mm-hmm.
mom suffered from 3 strokes. She had pneumonia. She had sepsis. She was in the hospital for like months between the hospital and a rehabilitation center. At that time, I'm living here in Miami. My sister is living in our home city. And we should let them know where we from too.
We from St. Petersburg, 727, baby.
Pine County.
Thank you.
um, so my sister and mom was in St. Pete, but at this time my mom she ended up having her strokes while me and my husband was on vacation,
Mm-hmm.
and she was with my sister in West Palm Beach, and she ended up having a stroke. So she was getting all her health care like in South Florida, pretty much. So I would be back and forth from St. Petersburg to Miami. It's a 4 hour drive, like back and forth on the turnpike on 75. It was crazy. So I was already experiencing anticipatory grief. That's what they call it. I learned that going through
Yes.
grief counseling. Because not only am I in therapy, but I also go to grief counseling as well.
Mm-hmm.
So two separate things, but both
And
things are needed.
you know what our therapist taught me in that time? She taught me that I was dealing with compound grief,
Yes,
meaning
it's all
all
being
of it.
stacked on top of each other, right?
Yes.
So, because I was like always anxious about getting like answering my phone. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
why now I don't like my phone ring at certain times because it just takes me back. Because my mom was in the hospital. Then mommy started to get better, right? Then Lee cancer progressed, and at the end, of course. So it's like when my mom went to the hospital that Monday night, she went for a stomach ache. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
that's big Yvette. She gonna be back home.
Yeah. We ain't
A
worried.
stomach ache? Okay,
Yeah.
girl, go get your
She
stomach
really
checked
just
out.
stressed out because
She's
of
stressed
Lee.
out. Yes, because my mom, she is like a mama bear. She always told us she could not bear the fact of losing a child. She's like, I can't, like, she got to get better because I can't bear y'all. I cannot. She used to always say that. And I just felt like the Lord knew that she would not be able to bear that. And he kept his promise because ironically, as crazy as it was better for my mom, I think, the past before my sister
Yeah.
because my mom would not been able to handle that. But yeah, so her death caught us off guard, and then like 6 days later,
Mm-hmm.
Lee passed away.
And then we had a joint funeral.
Yeah, so I was planning my mom's funeral. She passed that Wednesday night, March 12th. So I had started planning her funeral that following day. Um, my sister was in ICU, but seemingly it looked like it could be 50-50 whether or not she was going to get better. So she was like, oh, I got to, when we eventually told her mommy passed, because she didn't find out. Mommy passed like 11:30 Wednesday night.
Night,
We
yeah.
didn't tell Lee until like 3 p.m. on Thursday. We waited till
Mm-hmm.
her dad flew in. Haley went and picked her dad up from the airport, and we ended up telling Lee that she passed away.
And then Lee told me.
Yeah.
Like when I got to the
'Cause I-
hospital, Lee told me.
Yeah, I stepped away to go to Chili's to get something to eat because at
Mm-hmm.
that point I was a zombie. And I don't even think I ate. I think they just needed me to leave the hospital.
Yes.
But by the time I got back, Haley knew my mom passed.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just a lot because at one point we did think my sister would get better. And
And she
like
was trying to get better to go to the
she really
funeral.
was. She really was. Say
She
like
made it to the funeral, all right.
she made it there. Listen, side note, but still on topic. Haley and I went to a breast cancer awareness walk. It was a breast cancer and lupus awareness walk
Mhm.
this morning. It was so beautiful, but at the end, I started to get very emotional because last year she wanted to do a walk,
Walk.
but she could barely walk.
Mhm.
And then you ever heard that No Cap song? No, I think it's called No Angels. And he was like, "Damn, we was supposed to take Duke to the graveyard,
Mhm.
but he went instead." Like that's how I feel. Like she really wanted to be at that service. She sat front row, all right, but she was. It was like crazy, y'all. Like to sit front row of a service with two caskets in front of you, of people you talk to
Every
daily.
day. One gave birth to you, and one has known you since you've been born.
Yes. Like I had made a post about that. Like I lost my left hand and my right hand. Like it's hard to
Mhm.
come to grips. And
Yeah.
it's been 7 months. Cause it's October.
Yep.
It's
And
breast.
all those dates just passed.
All those dates just passed.
Mhm.
And then my heart was going breaking too for you
Mhm.
because I kind of felt like I wasn't in the emotional space to be there. It was like I heard her like she was. You had. I remember you and one of your other homegirls went to Miami to check on your friend
Oh yes.
on like a Thursday night or a Friday.
Friday.
On a Friday, because we had like a private viewing for my mom. We had to go approve their
Mhm.
looks or
I
whatever.
drove down here. Okay.
And you made it back for the funeral that
So
Saturday.
Lee passed on a Tuesday.
Yes, the 18th,
That
March
Friday,
18th.
I drove down to Miami to see my friend because thankfully his mom allowed us.
Yeah.
I am forever grateful to his mom. She allowed us to visit him. Like I said, showing up is important to me.
Yeah.
In life, in death, I'm there. So I was coming to see him.
Mm-hmm.
But the same feeling that you had of like I couldn't show up, that's how I felt with like some of the restrictions I had with my dog. It's like I can't be there for Leah. I could go cook food for her. I could go get the boys to school. Like it's, I just have my dog. But because he had so much health issues and so many
You
restrictions,
couldn't leave him. You couldn't
right?
leave
And
him.
that's why I was like, but I had to go see Marquise too. And so it, God worked that out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, his health took like a turn, and we ended up having to put him down before then. But
Yeah.
let me tell you, girl, please don't feel bad
Yeah.
that you
Sometimes I
couldn't
was
show up for
like,
me.
dang, because it was like I was going through so much. And
Yeah.
like how you said, at some point, you just stop feeling.
And we
Like,
always say, how can you pour from an empty cup? What did you
yes.
have to give me, Nisha? What did you have to give me, baby girl? You
I
didn't
was
have
trying to
enough to
give you
give
something.
yourself.
Yeah, but it was kind of like, and then like, so we had this service on the 22nd.
He passed the next day.
Yep, on the 23rd. And then you lost your job like around, like it was before
That
the
next
March.
Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it's like, I know you didn't want to tell me though.
Yeah. Because I know you also
Yeah.
misfix it.
I was definitely trying to fix it.
Yeah.
All I think, I'm one of those, me and you are both alike when it comes to this. We like our finances in order. I know how much she worked on like her credit, saving up money, all this. I know Haley
Yes.
had certain goals she was trying to accomplish by like the end of the summer. So when she lost her job, I was like, oh my gosh, like it's too much. It was a lot.
That's another instant that therapy helped me with. Because when I tell you, I could have crashed out on them folk because they knew what I was going through.
Yeah.
Like every day I was at work getting these phone calls. They knew exactly what I was going through, and they don't offer bereavement. So I asked to use some of my PTO days to go camping with the family. Our family goes camping every year.
Yeah.
So I asked to use I'm like, hey, I know we don't have bereavement. Could I take one PTO day? And they were traveling during that week, and they didn't respond to my email. They came back in town, let me go. And I just said, okay. I just said, God, I ain't gonna ask no questions because I will drive off of this Howard Franklin Bridge right now. But that's one thing that I'm proud of myself that I took so gracefully because I was like, God, you have something in this, and I don't know what it is, and you're gonna show it to me. And it was just me coming down here,
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna hold your hand,
I'm gonna hold your hand when you say this, but I need you to
Yeah,
go
you
down
have
there.
to leave there, But they, like that gave me the opportunity to clean Lee's house. Like that
Yeah.
gave me the opportunity to show up for you
Yeah.
because you weren't here, and I could show up for Lee. I could say, because one thing about grief is the world don't stop because you're grieving.
No.
Their funeral was on the 22nd. Their rent was due on the 1st.
Yeah. And I went back to work the Monday after. Like I didn't even take my full bereavement.
Yeah, crazy.
Because I didn't. When you're going through so much like compound grief, it's like Haley said, it's like you become numb, and at going to work almost felt like the only thing that was still
Normal.
somewhat familiar,
Mhm.
right? And I was talking to our therapist about this and my grief counselor. So that's why I wanted to go to work, back to work, because I just felt like my whole life just was like
Flipped
flip.
upside, girl.
And I didn't know everything. It's just like as if I was dropped off in an uncharted territory that I did not ask to be in.
Yes.
And everything you ever seen, okay, you watched The Lion King, that's my favorite animated movie.
Of course.
Okay, so
And side note, my friend Marquise was dancing
yes, for
with
the
the
Lion
live
King.
Lion King. Yes,
Yes.
phenomenal dancer.
At the time of his passing.
Yes.
Very talented. To make it to
The talent,
to make it to Lion King and Broadway.
like it's
yeah.
not even just talent. He was more than talented, because you can be born talented.
Yeah.
Like even just in that time, I was connecting with people who met him in Lion King, and like just how phenomenal he was, and we would talk about how he started, and they were like, I don't believe that. Simple as like, I remember how dedicated Marquise was to stretching. Like Marquise couldn't touch the floor. At his passing,
He could do all that.
could do it all, and they were like, Marquise wasn't like
He
that.
was
And I'm like,
dedicated to his art and
dedicated.
perfecting his craft. I love people like
and
that.
just amazing performer.
Yeah. So I brought up the Lion King because you know when Simba, when he was a cub, he was running through, and then like when he went into like the hyenas, then how
Yes,
it
he
all
was
gray and deserted. That's how my life went. It went from kind of like colorful to like everything just looked gray,
To-
black, foggy.
In a stampede, life coming at you fast.
Yeah, because life was still going on.
Yeah.
And my sister left behind 3 kids, and I don't have any children biologically. So I went from, living my best life. I'm out here foola in these Miami streets, taking flights when I want. I mean, we was living. I lived what JT said. I don't have to work as hard. I don't have. I was really living that, like get up and go, right? So, and I was always hands on with all my nieces and nephews, but it's different knowing that they lost their mother. So it's like
They lost their primary parent.
caregiver. So it's like I know I can never take her place. I'm not even going to strive. I told her before she passed the day before, if
I
I
will
could
fall
just be
short on every day.
a fraction of you, I'll be good.
Right.
Because she told me to make sure that, we had a long conversation. That is a whole nother episode, the day before she passed, all those conversations. But I just felt like I was pushed into a space of being a maternal figure. Because it's different from being an auntie.
Yes.
Because like the rest of my nieces and nephews, I know their mom was going to check on them every day.
Yes.
But them, I got to make sure I still check on them every day. I still got to make sure, hey, what you doing? Where you at? They got a problem. They not calling her. They can't. They calling me.
Right.
So it's like I got thrust into a life that I had to learn pretty much in a matter of hours.
Yes.
Because she was such a hands-on mom. But it was crazy. And then like just trying to navigate the whole grief with other people grieving. I got my siblings grieving. I got cousins grieving. I got
the kids grieving.
Their friends grieving. It's just it was so much like this. Like just speaking of like at this point, what has life been teaching you, or what you feel like it's been teaching you?
I just want to say you such my cousin, because I was definitely about to ask that question. We the same person.
Good genes. Good genes.
What is life teaching me right now? I think life is kind of teaching me to be still and listen.
That's crazy. I was gonna say life is teaching me to slow down.
Like, it's just because I think about like losing my job, being laid off. Like, I didn't have a choice. Yeah. Of course, I'm like, oh no, I know the bill's coming up, and the money that they giving me is not gonna last. I need to start finding a job yesterday.
Yeah.
So I couldn't focus on it, but it did give me the time to like, at least choose what I wanted to focus on every day. So
Mhm.
if I wanted to go clean Lee house one day, I could do that. If I wanted to wake up and go walk in the park, if I whatever I wanted to do,
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to do it, and I could hear God speak to me clearer.
Yes.
So when I could be still, I could hear God telling me that this is Miami is where I needed to be. Like
Yeah.
you, you know, He provided me a wonderful job here that allowed me to move and still make great money that I needed to, be in a field that I love to, be with my sister cousin Nisha.
Yes.
So like when I was able to be still, I could hear what God was telling me, and I think that that's what He's still telling me. It's like just continue to be still.
Yes.
Like even as far as like relationships and stuff, I got out of a relationship right before all of that happened,
Mm.
and I don't have no problem getting no man, as you can see.
Y'all see her. Don't
As
play.
you can see.
Don't play with Hailey.
But it just has taught me also that like I just been real slow on that too.
Mhm.
Like God lead me to that, whatever you have with that. I'm in Miami.
Yeah.
There's a plethora of choices.
Yes. We in Miami turning
Up
up
another
another
notch.
notch. Literally.
Okay? But it's just really teaching me to like slow down and
Mhm.
discern what's for me, what's not for me, what's next. Like I feel like I love to use like growth analogies.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've been when you have a plant, I love this about plants. It could literally be dying and you could
Mhm.
repot it,
Yeah.
put it in new soil and it'll grow again and stay alive forever.
I
So
love that analogy.
what
That's such a
I
good
feel like I've
analogy.
been repotted, but I feel like I'm at the point where I've like sprouted out of the dirt. Like I have been submerged to bring a new and I've grown to just peek my head out,
I see that.
you know?
I
So it's
see
like
that.
I'm still growing. There's still like I still have to deal with when it rains, when there's hurricanes. You know, I'm
Yeah.
still dealing with what life is like above soil.
Right.
But I do feel like I'm still elevating in that point. So
I love
I would
that.
say that's where I'm at. I have sprouted. I broke soil, but
So life been teaching you some valuable lessons.
always God
I
don't
love that.
play. He got a lesson to teach.
Man.
What would you say
Man.
life is teaching Nisha? And if y'all ever hear me I call Nisha Nisha because our granny would mix all our names up depending on who she was calling. So my dad picked that up and mixed Nisha's name with her sister's name. So now I call her Nisha.
Yes. But it's really Nisha. But
Yeah. So if you hear me say Nisha,
yes,
that's just
that's why.
you don't get to call her Nisha.
Yes.
Don't
And
ever
y'all
call
will
her
hear me
Nisha.
call her Hey,
Hmm.
because me and Lee always called you Hey.
Hey, that's
I
what my
know.
family called
You
me.
know, your name could be Hey, and we'll call you. That's how black people do. We just
Yeah,
gonna
thank you.
abbreviate some stuff.
We gon'
not,
we
it
gonna
don't
break
matter.
it down. Yes.
But to your question, to answer your question, I feel like life has been teaching me to slow down. If you know me, you know I lived a paced life. My mama used to always tell me, Nisha, you gotta slow down. Nisha, you gotta slow down. Nisha, you gotta slow down.
And not fast like outside with niggas like,
No.
oh, I can take a vacation this week, next week, and every week to follow.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was always on the go. Like, or too, like, just with work, school. Was,
Stay busy.
I always was very stay busy, but productive. It's a difference. I
Hmm.
felt like I was just always on the go, right? And so I feel like now it's teaching me to slow down.
Yes.
I have no choice because I'm a muntie now. So
Come on, Monty.
I'm a muntie.
That's a good one.
So
Coin that.
when you get the kids, actually Marlo, I got that from Marlo Hampton
Oh,
off
okay.
of Housewives of Atlanta.
'Cause
She's from
she
St.
is a
Pete too.
muntie.
You know she's from St. Pete too.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
So but yeah, so it's teaching me to slow down. It's teaching me to live in the moment. It's teaching me how much life is short and how valuable it is. So do
Yes.
something with it. Do something with it. You do not want to be at your service and the people got to get up and lie at a church or the chapel about how you live your life. Do something.
Cause I'm the type, me and Nisha type person. Don't ask me to speak at your funeral.
Because I'm going to tell the truth.
I'm gonna be like, I don't know why all of y'all are lying.
Yes, I'm going to tell the truth. Yeah, so I feel like that's what life is teaching me. And two, it's also teaching me to relinquish control over things that I cannot control. I'm a very controlling person by nature, and not
Same.
controlling, trying to control people. I like to control things that's in my realm. Like,
Yes.
I like to control when I eat, when I sleep, how my house is organized, my schedule. Like, I'm a very like try to organize person
Mhm.
when it comes to that. So I just feel like too, and then too, I it taught me like you can work as much as you work, you can get all the money you can get, but when life happens, sometimes you can't buy your way out of certain
Yes.
situations. You can't educate your way out of certain situations. So
Mhm.
sometimes you just gotta slow down and enjoy life,
Life. Amen.
enjoy family, and I feel like the other main thing that it's been teaching me is God don't make mistakes. Everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely.
Even like the worst of the worst. Like I just told y'all, I lost. We just told y'all all that, right? But look at the blessing that came out of it. Me and Haley is here, and God knows like it was sad for her to lose her job, but she would have never moved here if she would have never lost her job.
Yes.
I would have never had a built-in support system if
Yep.
you get what I'm saying. Like with Haley
Yes.
moving here, kind of make me emotional. But when I lost my sister, that was like half of me, right? And she was also very close to Haley. She the one who
Mhm.
coined sister cousin.
Yes.
Um, so I kind of felt like when Lee departed, she transitioned you and it's like,
Yes.
Haley, get in there.
Yes. You actually mentioned something earlier that made me think, wow, we moved here for the same reasons.
Hmm.
Because you said I moved here for love, and I
Yeah.
think I moved here for love as well.
It was just a different type of love.
Yes,
But yes,
absolutely. Cry baby. So y'all gonna
cry
see me
babies,
cry.
yes.
But and I love that God gave me the strength to do it because on top of that, my friend Marquise experienced his water incident in
Here
Miami.
in Miami.
So I was like, God, it's no way this where you want me
Yeah.
to go.
So it's like you're being forced to
Yes.
confront that as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
Because if you was home, Miami would probably be a city you never come to.
Right.
But being the fact that you live here now, like
I confront it every
you
day.
confront it every day.
Yeah.
So I just life appreciate the life. When life get to life and just know it's
Mhm.
gotta be, instead of looking at it as a bunch of losses, try to look at it like, okay, what is this teaching me?
Yes.
And I always felt like I couldn't live without my mom. I couldn't live without my sister. And it's teaching me that, you know what? You're still breathing.
Amen.
I'm barely breathing a lot of days. I feel like I'm handing like
Treading water, and
I'm
that's what they
treading
call
water,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but I feel like God is like forcing me to depend on Him. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
certain things that I probably would have went for my mom and sister for. It's like I have to go to God now because I don't have them.
Yes.
So in like a weird way, it's like they resting, they're not suffering,
Right.
and the fact, like you say, therapy, going to therapy helped prep you for this.
Yes.
I started like really going on a deep journey. I would say like maybe 6 years ago
Mhm.
because I had some old BS happen too.
Right.
But I don't even want to touch on that.
Right.
But
Oh no, this ain't my first experience with therapy. I started.
yeah.
My first experience with therapy was maybe, ooh, 8 years ago when I was
Mhm.
living in Atlanta.
Yeah, but I got me a life coach. Like, I got me a life coach probably 6 years ago,
Mhm.
and it had prepped me. Me having a life coach. Shout out to Love. Um, me like getting connected with somebody like that and holding
Mhm.
me accountable and really like teaching me like she was like my hood therapist.
Love it.
And then I had a therapist too, and through EAP through work. So I've
Mhm.
always been like try to self,
Yes,
you
being
know,
self-aware
yes,
and.
yes, yes.
Mhm.
So it helped me for when life started getting very challenging,
Yes.
very challenging because like my life had started hitting the fan probably like 2 years after that
Mhm.
because I had went through some stuff before I came to Miami and all of that.
And it just was like a
And it was
snowball.
just a snowball, but I felt like I would have, the average person would have crashed out. Crash out.
Let me tell you, and that this is a reminder of why this podcast is called Good Genes,
Yes.
because these are the things when we say good genes, it's this.
Yeah.
It's devoting yourself to being better, knowing better, having better.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good genes.
Yes.
It's not how beautiful we both are, because those genes are hitting as well.
Period.
But just deeper than that, like this stuff is down to our DNA. It take each individual person to take those own steps,
Yeah.
because there's people walking the same walk as us, having these same experiences, who aren't healing in the same ways
Yeah.
that we are.
It's like it's almost taking them out. I see it daily. I
Yeah.
see it daily. Like it's literally like taking these people out. And,
Yes.
but what if they had a different perspective on life? What if they
Yeah.
had somebody like, because some people, it's just lack of knowledge. It's lack of access to resources.
Lack of dedication, because some people just
Yeah.
don't want to do it, and especially with therapy, some people are just
It's hard.
unfamiliar, or I'm not gonna lie to you, it is costly. Some people can't afford it, which is unfortunate, but it is a part of, this is just good genes when you can make yourself the best version of yourself.
Correct.
That's what all of that is.
Correct.
Yeah.
You said that so eloquently, cousin. I love that.
Thank you. Sometimes
'Cause
I'm
it's
good with
like-
my words, and sometimes I
Yeah,
have a
'cause it's
potty
like,
mouth.
you know, sometimes like we live in such a superficial city too. Like Miami, we live in such a superficial city. It's all
Yes.
about the aesthetic, the look, and all of that. That's all cool. But when life starts to life, you need stuff to help push you through that. And I feel like that's the stuff that's important. Like
Yes.
I joke with Hailey, and like if I'm on the phone with you and I'm ever getting dressed, I'm like, all right, I gotta go put my clothes on. I gotta go put it on because it's already in me. So I gotta go put it on me now.
Thank you.
But I really do like believe that you have to know it's in you. The stuff that's in you is way more important
Them the good
than the
genes.
outside. And I feel like,
Because I know so many big booty bitches with a broken heart.
yeah,
Heart heavy, ass fat.
yeah.
And but that's that's not gonna make you feel good.
No.
And I'm not saying don't do that. I'm definitely not knocking the BBLs. It's just a analogy. Is that as much as you can fix yourself on the exterior,
Make sure you're doing the work
just
on
as
the
much. You know
inside.
how costly those surgeries are. If you can afford that, if you can get a nigga to pay for you to get your ass done, get these niggas to pay for you to go to therapy.
Yeah, yeah.
Have them prepay your therapist for a year. I wish a nigga would want to say he want to buy me a Chanel bag.
Yeah.
Put some money on his debt.
Yeah.
I will give you my therapist number. Call her. She will run your card right now.
Yeah.
Give her that money. You can send me to therapy for a year for the cost of a Chanel bag, some Chanel shoes.
Yeah. And that's why I said, like, in the beginning of the podcast, I was like, I'm that girl in real life, because in real life, like, that's the type of conversations I'm on. Okay, can you help me? Can you help me pay for some therapy? Can you help me, like, find
Help me,
the-
please.
Help
Help me,
me.
please.
Somebody help me, please. I need some land. Put me on, boss. Put me
Yes.
in, coach. Like, I
Get
need
me
somebody-
debt free.
Yeah, like, I don't want, I could do all that by myself. I could do all of that. But what's going to hold me, I love people, being around people who are going to show you how to fish.
Yes.
So you can go get your own, or like, at least like just, it's different ways you could pour into. But yeah, I just, that's what Good Genes is about, though. It's about
Yes.
too breaking generational curses and recognizing those curses. Like, I feel like you and I, we have a huge family.
Huge family. And you got a huge family on both sides.
Yeah.
I only have a huge family on the side that we share.
Yeah. So, like, my mom's side and my dad's side is huge. But I feel like we're breaking and we're embarking on a journey to, like, continue to break even more generational curses. Because if you think about it, pretty much all our family are still in the, in the city we grew up in.
Yes.
So, it's like moving away. A few of them moved away and stuff, and they thriving and all of that.
And they thriving at home.
Yeah, they thriving
we just
at home
doing,
for sure.
Things that our families haven't done.
Right. And I feel like that's having good genes. That's what's going to make our granny proud. Like, that. When I look in the mirror, I just feel like she'd be like, oh, I'm proud of you.
Which, fun fact, my first tattoo is dedicated to our granny.
Oh.
It says, "See you in heaven," with the date that she passed.
Then, and my first tattoo is my mom name, and I got it when I was like 16, and I felt like if I attach your name, you can't be mad. So when I came home with it, she was just like, oh my God. But she couldn't be mad. I was like, it's your name. Right. I was like, you're going to always be my mama. Always. I would never
it's better
tag
than having
nobody's
a
son.
name.
Yeah, I ain't never tag nobody's son name.
I ain't tattooed nobody's son name, but we got matching tattoos, and that bitch got covered up expeditiously.
Okay.
It don't exist anymore. I don't even know where it's at. When it happened, it's AI.
What would you, shifting gears, what's like one thing that should be like, you know what, I did it, but I advise y'all not to do it. Like, especially to the girlies.
Okay, don't get matching tattoos. Don't put your hands on these men.
Please don't. Some of them hit, most of them hit back. Not some, most of them hit back. Now,
Them niggas ain't never hit me back.
I said most, not all.
Yeah,
You
now
lucked up.
I done kick my slides off in the middle of the street, and we done went to tussling.
You lucked up because most of them hit you back.
But I think it's one. Again, I got brothers. You can't play with me like that.
Yeah.
But what's some other stuff I would not advise?
That you did, but would not advise.
Child, I done had a life. I gotta think. Them the main ones. I done learned. Don't put your hands on these men. Don't tattoo their names.
Yeah.
Don't call them. I haven't done this, so I can't say that.
But what is it? What is it?
Don't be calling their mamas and snitching on them to their mama. She raised him. She doesn't give a fuck. She loves him.
You know what?
It doesn't matter how he treats you. She's gonna love him. So what you should do, this is my advice, drop him back off to his mama with his things. These I have done. Drop him back off to his mama with his things.
You was on Kaylani Folded before she dropped the song.
Baby, I don't care. I know who you speak to every day, and it's your mama.
Yeah.
So your shit's not staying at my house. It's going to hers. She's decided to love you.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah.
I loved you until you tried me.
Right.
But you can try your mama forever, and she's going to love you.
Right.
So I'm going to politely send you right the fuck back there.
Right.
Okay? So send them back to their mama house.
Yes.
How about you?
That.
What have you done that you advise the girlies not to do?
Ooh. Don't be dating those street pharmacists. Child.
Good one.
Don't put your name on nobody's bond.
Don't put your name on nobody's nothing. On his car.
Yeah, no,
on
that's
anybody,
a no.
not even just a man.
That's a no. That's
Sister,
I don't
brother,
care who
uncle,
it is.
auntie.
What else? Don't bust out nobody's windows. Don't keep nobody's car.
Okay, so don't damage property.
Don't damage property. Even if they deserve it, don't do it. The best way is just walking away like a lady, and that hurts them even more. That caves their chest in even more, because like the nigga I bust his windows and key his car. It's like I feel like certain toxic men, they like that.
They love that. That's how you show them that they love you.
Yeah. So it's like, nah, I'm not on that. Dang, I think that's Don't damage nobody's property, and don't try to stay away from the street pharmacists and the scammers. I know it's fast money. It'd be fun. It'd be so thrill seeking. I know. I've been there.
But leave them alone.
Yeah. The best kind is the X ones. Like my boy here, so it's still like thrilling. You get what I'm saying? Because he is
but
still.
You change. We like them that change your life.
Yeah,
And that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I've changed my life.
Yeah. Because he still revert back often. Like not like back to the streets, but like
mentality behavior.
So it still like gives me the excitement that I need. Because I can't be with no like. My personality is too strong to just be with like a nice like.
Same.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Okay, I have one last question for us today.
Okay.
What is one thing about you that no one would probably guess? That an interest that you have, a quirky thing about you, like
that no one.
I wouldn't say no one, but that people wouldn't generally guess. Like if you're playing two truths and a lie,
okay,
what's the truth you're gonna sneak in there that could cosplay as a lie?
I love elephants. I don't know why. I have like such a heart for elephants.
That is so black woman coded.
Yeah, I love watching elephant documentaries. My dream is to go pet a elephant. Like I really want to go rub the elephant leg. Like when I would go to Busch Gardens, I would have to go see the elephants. I just I don't know. I'm so fascinated with just their whole makeup. But yeah, that's probably something. It's weird, but I love watching I could watch elephants like all day.
Wow. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I love elephants. Like I love if you come to my house, like I have like an elephant statue. I love elephants.
That's so black woman coded. I feel like there was a certain era where every mama house was elephants.
My mama house. Maybe that's how I got on it, because she had all these average giraffes and all. My mama had all type of stuff.
She had the whole zoo.
Yes, the whole zoo. The lion. We had 2 big lions. I used to stub my toe at that. Yeah. So what's something that no one knows about you or wouldn't guess?
Okay, I would say 2 things. One is I love Survivor. It is my dream.
I never watched the episode.
It is my dream to go on that show and become the sole survivor. I went camping with my family so that I could practice for Survivor because you got to live outside. But it is the epitome. It started 22 years ago, 24 years ago, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it started reality TV. And if you ever want to understand humans, how they move and how they interact in certain situations, I think that's why I like it because it's such a brain game.
Yeah, you like stuff like that. She
Yeah.
like puzzles and stuff.
And it has a physical aspect. Like it's literally outplay, outwit, outlast.
Right.
So it's like it has so many compound elements to it. I just love it. And I have seen probably every episode. And then the other thing is, feel free to judge me in the comments about this, but I have an irrational fear of mayonnaise. And I wouldn't say that I'm afraid of it. I just think that's the best way to categorize it.
No,
Like,
she's like she
I would
can't
say-
see it on the counter. It's crazy.
I'm not afraid of it. My stomach is. So, like, when I see mayonnaise, I have a visceral reaction to want to throw up.
Yes.
So, like, when I see it, and mind you, love ranch dressing down, okay?
Yes.
Love me a good tuna down. But mayonnaise itself, like, I just think about it right now.
Yeah.
But, like, me and Necia had been in a grocery store, and I was like, I'm going to go around because there's mayonnaise at the end of this aisle.
We was at one of our friend's house, and they had mayonnaise on the counter, and she like freaked out, and I was like, "What's wrong with you?"
I was like,
And I
Necia,
looked,
did
she's
you
like,
see it?
It's the
Did you see it?
mayonnaise. It's the mayonnaise. I was like, Hailey, are you serious? Right? She was dead serious.
And then I so politely, I went over to her and I said, hey, insert name. You don't know this about me, but I'm not a fan of mayonnaise. Could I put it away? Could it be not in eyesight? And she had no problem putting it away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think anybody would guess those things
Yes.
about me.
Yes, I love that. Okay, so elephants. I'm gonna call it a fear, a phobia of mayonnaise.
Yep.
And you love Survivor.
Yes.
Oh,
And
another
that's-
thing too. Oh,
Go.
one last thing. I like my guilty pleasure is Pop the Balloon, but only the original one with Arlette and her husband being like, that's the only one I can watch. But that's like my guilty pleasure. Like I love watching Pop the Balloon. I love it.
I can't get into those. I guess because
Love it.
I'm in the dating world, so all that shit pissed me off.
Yeah,
I be
oh my god,
This is what they expect in
Yes.
the dating world. Like
Yes.
now, and I'm just like,
yeah.
I see this in real
It's
life.
so fascinating to me that people really like that they be dead serious. Some
They
of them
be dead
Some of them be
serious.
going on there for a reaction, but they be dead. It's so fast. I be just so appalled that people still think.
All the niggas was like, I can see the braids underneath your wig.
Yeah, it's like a guilty pleasure. So yeah,
She got a low fade underneath here talking about you can see her braids. You just want something to fucking say.
yes, the niggas on there be sassy. I don't know. I just be so.
They're all sassy now.
Yes,
Oh,
I just
topic for another day.
that's
but
another episode. That's another episode. But we hope you guys enjoyed our
Yes.
first episode of Good Genes with
Hailey and
Necia. Bye, y'all. A
Good.
episode, cousin.
I was ready. This ain't your first.
No, this is our
This
first
is-
time.